Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known. And we'll chase the night. Race all of these broken dreams in flight. And we'll fly.
Welcome back to our channel.
My name is Dino.
Just want to start to clear up any confusion. I know we were saying how there was going to be a vlog video that was dropping on Saturday. We're not actually allowed to drop it until the end of March. It has happened. It is ready-ish. And it is coming. It's just coming a bit later than we thought because we're not allowed. If we do, then we can get into trouble. But it's coming. It's exciting. And you get to see exactly what we did, what we was filming for. Exactly all of it. The tea will be spilt and it's piping hot. So prepare yourself to be burned. I just dropped my phone. Yes. So today we are going to be talking about theories about dying and death and what it feels like to die, the theories around it and stuff like that. I'm just gonna go off and take some ideas from Shane Dawson's videos because his videos are awesome. So in the video that he done about dying, he spoke about what it's like to die naturally, what it's like to drown, what it feels like to burn alive, and
Everybody's been curious about that. You know what I mean? Everybody's
Yeah.
been curious about fire burning.
what it feels like to fall from like a high place, building, whatever. So he starts by talking about dying naturally, like if you were to die of old age. And there are like multiple different stages of dying of old age. He says that the first stage, how you know someone's gonna die, is if they lose their appetite, they don't talk a lot, and they just want to sleep. That's because apparently the body is starting to shut down, so it doesn't need food, doesn't have energy to talk, and it just wants to sleep. It's preparing itself for eternal sleep.
So your body starts to relax and the muscle starts to like kind of sag, which is your muscles relaxing, and then that's why people say that when you die you actually like fart a lot because your body's getting rid of all the gases and all of the unnecessary waste.
Oh, sorry. The second stage he said was when there is mental confusion, so they might like forget who they are, who you are. Just generally scary stuff, like they start to just forget everything. That's because the brain is now beginning to shut down. So yeah, they start forgetting certain things. He also talks about when somebody's about to die, they have like something called the death stare, which is where they just lie in beds and stare. They don't blink at all. They just stare into space, which is very creepy.
Like sleeping with your eyes open.
Yeah.
Except for they actually cannot see.
I can't remember what the last stage was. Well, death. Sorry, that's not funny.
Wasn't it about the energy?
No, it was the second stage. They lose all energy.
No, about the energy burst they have.
Oh yeah, all of a sudden they have like after all of that, they have a burst of energy where they think they're fine, they're eating, they're talking, back to normal basically, and then they die.
It's like they're getting rid of all their energy.
Sad. Drowning. I couldn't think of. Well, that's one way I would not want to die.
I've heard
It
quite a
seems
lot
so
about that. I actually saw
painful.
like a geographical thing, and it tells you what happened.
Wouldn't it like fill up your lungs
Yeah.
with water?
So basically, everyone can hold their breath for a certain amount of time underwater.
2 minutes, right?
Once you can't hold your breath anymore, and a lot of people, they open their mouth,
They start panicking.
body fills with water, your lungs fill up with water, and apparently it's like a burning sensation going through your chest, and you just slowly drift.
Apparently, when you hold your breath, like up to the point where you stop, like where you open your mouth,
You go to take a breath, innit? Your brain is telling you,
take a breath.
breathe, and that's
apparently it feels like it's like an explosion happens, and it's like it hurts a lot to just open the mouth.
Not the nicest of ways to die.
Also burning.
Burning, I wouldn't say there's too much to it apart from the fact that your skin will burn
It's disgusting.
and you will be turned to ash or bone, which is horrible.
Freezing to death. That's a scary one.
Yeah, freezing to death. Falling from a high place. Now, depending how high you are,
I've always wondered
Most-
how that works.
most people die before they hit the ground because their heart actually
They have like
a
an
heart attack
Yeah.
before they hit the ground. And depending on how high you fall from, if you hit the ground with enough speed and force, which you will because your body weight, I think I heard a theory about if you're falling from like really high, all your organs and stuff start to weigh a lot, and
You just plummet.
you plummet, and obviously when you hit the ground you break every single. Or is it when you hit the ground that all your organs explode?
Yeah,
No, apparently it's where your organ starts to go up, and then just before you hit the ground they'll drop, and then when you drop, that's like the explosion as you hit on the floor, and it just all just.
But you wouldn't feel it because you'd be dead. Like, you would be dead before you even hit the ground.
I've always thought that you would like.
Maybe
I don't know how
mid-air-
fast would it be.
Mid-air, you die from shock.
You would have a heart attack. You would
How-
go into cardiac arrest. You would die
You
before you
move
hit
so
the ground.
quickly that you probably wouldn't be able to breathe anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
It'd be like blacking out because you're moving so quickly.
Now, theories about what happens after death. There are multiple different theories. There's heaven and hell, obviously. That's
There's reincarnation.
Haven't we done a video about that actually?
heaven and hell theories. No, we haven't. Idea. But yeah, if you're good, you'll be judged, and if you're good, you go to heaven. If you're bad, you go to hell. That's like Christian theory.
Can I say one?
Yeah.
This is a really old one, but the Egyptians used to believe that there was the god of death, Anubis.
Yes.
What you'd do is you'd weigh your heart on a scale, and you'd have to weigh it against a feather, which I thought was like impossible.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And if it was lighter, then you would go to like a heaven. But if it was like heavier than the feather, then it would like you'd go to hell. And then like the reason it would be heavier is like all the burdens and all the sins you've committed would weigh your heart down, but to the point where you'd scale it. But
It's
if you
quite
didn't
a
have
cool
any
theory,
sins,
actually.
then it'd be like.
Obviously,
Reincarnation?
yeah, theory of reincarnation, as in that when you die, you become someone else or something else, and you forget everything from your past life, and that links to deja vu. When you think you've lived this before, you've done this before, it's because you can kind of remember doing it in your past life, but you can't exactly put your finger on it. Go on.
So the native Indians used to believe that when you died, you go to this place called I think it's called the Great Hunting Grounds, and you'd live out in this land of grass with horses and like all the animals, and it'd be peace, and like there'd be Indians hunting and all that stuff. And people used to believe that like it's basically like your dreamland, like what they used to do, but without any like battles or anything.
Do you believe in purgatory?
What is that?
between states.
In between.
What do you mean by in between? Like
You don't go to heaven or hell.
Might be in a ghost.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like stuck.
so
What's it called in
I've-
different terms.
I've
Gehenna.
heard of like when somebody has like unfinished business on Earth, they can't actually leave Earth until they figure out what
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
they need to do. Kind of like ghosts and
Have you ever
haunting
heard of
people.
Gehenna?
No.
Gehenna is the mirror world where you basically have like an evil version. Like you know when you look into your mirror, Gehenna is like you look into the mirror and there's a demon version of you, like an evil version of you that's living in like an opposite world, but everything's just dark, like it's all evil.
Jesus, things are making me so scared of mirrors, you know.
Have you actually seen cases where people would move in the mirror and their image would stay there,
No.
or they'd move delayed? There's videos of it.
It's a glitch. I'm telling you, we're in a simulation.
There's also that theory that when you die, that's game over, and you could either be restarted or
Or you could be unplugged into the person that was playing you.
yeah,
Imagine that.
could be you from the future that's playing.
Imagine if it was a god that was playing you.
Like imagine that you, how many years in the future, said, "Oh, let's create a game that we can relive our ancestors' lives,"
Just like the game Assassin's Creed.
and you are being controlled by your future ascendant, and they're just reliving your life to see what life was like in these times.
Like in Assassin's Creed, there's this thing called the Animus. You put a bit of blood of the ancestor, and then you go in it, you strap yourself in and all that. But you have like adrenaline stuff, and what would happen is you'd relive these things in your memories, and you do all the actions they would do. You live everything just like playing, essentially. But you can always unplug yourself.
There's also a theory that I just read that some people believe that we are all actually dead, and we are all either living our own version of
What if the world ended
heaven
in
or hell.
2012?
You know, it's a scary thing. But I feel like if you discuss death more, it doesn't become such a scary thing. I feel like
It's
if
natural.
if people don't talk about it because they're scared, then it just fear of a thing increases. Well, fear of a name increases fear of the thing itself. I take that from Hermione Granger from Harry Potter. The less you talk about something, the more you're going to fear it. And I feel like if you open up discussion about something, you'll become more comfortable with everybody dies, everybody lives,
Oh
it
my gosh, that's so
happens.
inspirational.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
Like,
so true.
if you don't talk about something, you just stay scared of it, you're always going to be scared of it. Unless we talk about it, then you're just...
This is true, this is true.
It's good to explore different possibilities of...
Going towards that.
Yeah, like don't just say, "Oh, I don't believe in heaven and hell because I'm not a Christian." Be open to any possible theory, because what does happen after we die? Or after we die, is there just nothing?
Are there angels? Are there
Don't be
demons?
stuck to one option.
I'm a Christian, I believe in heaven and hell, but I'm also open to other theories. Because there are a lot of theories and they all seem to make sense. Like going to heaven or hell and being judged on your life makes sense to me.
Like the
Being
Egyptian-
reincarnated makes sense to me. Living in a simulation makes sense
And a lot
to
of them
me.
are quite similar.
They all sort of do link if
Like the
you think
Egyptian
about
one
it.
where you just get judged on scales and you get sent to heaven or hell, just like in Christianity where you get judged.
Well, I kind of feel like most religions, there are different aspects, but it kind of
Like
is
there could
like
be different gods or
there's different gods,
judgment.
but it ends the same type of way, you know.
I believe in all the gods.
We should do a video on end of the world theories.
Heretics.
2012.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Tomorrow's live. Wednesday is some challenge that I can't remember. It might be the TMI challenge. I've got a feeling it's the TMI challenge. If it's the TMI challenge and it's easy, so that's great. I hope it's the TMI challenge. Thursday is
Topic, which
and the topic I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
We have a timetable. I just can't. I
We should
don't
got a
remember off the top
timetable
of
and
my
get
head.
back
Let you know tomorrow. And yes, that's it for this video.
Yeah. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Thank you for
Stop.
watching, guys.
Please, no.
Like, subscribe, comment, turn your notifications on so you never miss a video. And give us a big fat thumbs up if you like our content. And yeah, see you later.
Cheers.